Hey, good morning and welcome to the Puckheads, the last day of May, Game 2, Stanley Cup Finals from the PPG Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, between the Nashville Predators and the Pittsburgh Penguins. And then betting on this is probably pretty much where I thought it would be. We see Pittsburgh about $1.50 favorite. Now, keep in mind, if you are shopping for numbers, guys, and I'm Dana Lane, by the way, if you are shopping for numbers, you can get the Penguins at minus $1.30 at Sports Interaction, which is a fantastic number. So go ahead and make sure that you do shop. But $1.50 is kind of the consensus line amongst all the books that we use here at SBR. And, of course, the total is still sitting there at 5.5. Shaded to the under, minus $1.45. And you'll see that I'm going to go back and do exactly what I did in game one. Well, aside from the fact that I'm actually going to make a pick on the side, but we're going to do, as far as the total is concerned, we're going to get right back on that under, but we'll get that a little later. Let's go to where some of the betting has gone. 68% when we're talking about the puck line. 68% of all the tickets written have been on the Pittsburgh Penguins, and they're getting it plus $2 on that, plus $1 or minus a goal and a half, but you're getting plus $2 on that. Interesting enough, though, 63% of all the tickets written on the money line have been on Nashville. So what the players are doing is they're trying to get that plus money. So we see a large majority of the puck line money coming in on Pittsburgh. We see a large majority of the money line straight up money coming in on Nashville, both at plus price. The over, the majority of the public is on the over, but it's by the slimmest of margins at 51%. But the money, which has been bigger than the actual percentage of the tickets coming in, has driven that number down a little bit. So even though that the majority of the tickets are on the over, the money has coming in that is supersedes that percentage and has driven the money under. So basically, what that means is the sharp money, if you will, or the larger money, is on the under, while the public is on the over. So a classic public versus a sharp matchup tonight. Series price, it's too high for me. It was too high to start the series. It was minus $1.60 to start the series. It's up to $2.45 after Pittsburgh wins game one. So that prices me out, unless you think the Nashville Predators are going to come back and win this series. That's really the only side that you should be on at this point. You can get plus $2, $2.05 on that number. So let's get to tonight's game. Much has been made about game one and how Nashville completely dominated Pittsburgh. And we know that number, 37 minutes, the Pittsburgh Penguins did not have a shot on goal. Well, hang on for 1 second, okay, before we run to the windows with our one line that we know about this game, 37 minutes without a shot on goal. In that second period, if you watch as well, the Pittsburgh Penguins held the Nashville Predators to two shots on goal before on their second power play. So they held them to 2 shots on goal for 8.5 minutes. That's not 37 minutes for sure, but it's nothing to sneeze about. And let's also keep in mind, with that huge advantage that Nashville had for 37 minutes, they only managed a total of 26 shots. So let's not say, well, they had a complete domination of the first game, which on paper, statistically, they did. But Pittsburgh did a lot of great things. And let's not forget that the greatest improvement is from game one to game two. And which one of these teams do you think has room to improve the most? Well, it's easily the Pittsburgh Penguins. So I do anticipate a much improved effort from Mike Sullivan's team tonight. And, of course, we're going to go with the Penguins because we picked the Penguins for 3.5 months to win the Stanley Cup. So it's we can't go back and say, we think Nashville's going to win game two or, go on to win the Cup. I like Pittsburgh a lot, and I think there's going to be a lot of improvement. In game one, there was a lot of reaching. There wasn't a lot of pinching. They looked like they were unsure of themselves a little bit on the ice. And yes, people can say, well, that's Nashville's speed. Well, keep in mind, Nashville had a long time to prepare for game one. Pittsburgh is just off their last playoff series, which was a 7-game series against the Ottawa Senators. So give them a game to get their legs underneath them. But lo and behold, what do we have? We have the Pittsburgh Penguins up 1-0 in this series. So you have four shots on Pekka Rinne that went through on 11 shots. 4 goals on 11 shots against Pekka Rinne. That is a huge factor that nobody's paying attention to. Pekka Rinne, to me, has been shaky not only in Game 1, but he was also shaky in the Anaheim series as well as it went on. And Pekka's numbers look fantastic. I mean, he was great against the Chicago Blackhawks. But as the playoffs have progressed, you will notice a decline in his numbers. He carried a goals against average of 1.70 into this series. Okay, Pittsburgh easily put up, well, not easily, but they put up 4 goals against him on 11 shots. So Pekka Rinne, to me, when we're handicapping this games, do we feel better about Matt Murray at this point, or do we feel better about Pekka Rinne? I have more confidence that Matt Murray can face 35 shots and still get a victory for the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's why we're going right back with the Penguins tonight. We're finally getting an okay number. We'll lay that $1.50. I'm going to get over to Sports Interaction and get that $1.30 because that's a much better number for us. Everybody is on Nashville tonight as far as the side is concerned. I just don't feel that way. I think you're going to see a much improved effort from the Penguins. And keep in mind, too, going back to Pekka Rinne, his lifetime record against the Penguins is 1-5-2. His goals against average is at 3.5, over 3.5, and his save percentage is at 88%. I need a better effort out of Pekka Rinne before I go and put my money on the Nashville Predators. So make sure, guys, that you go to SBR every single day. I'll have a write-up on every playoff game, every Stanley Cup playoff game on SBR. I'll break down every game in a little bit more detail. I will have a play on this game tonight, so also go in and go see my write-ups in a little bit more detail. That will be up in a couple hours. Also, go to SBR odds page every day to shop for those best lines. Believe me, it makes an impact on your bankroll at the end of the season. So, just to review, we're going Penguins tonight, and we're going to go hit that under again as we did in Game 1. Didn't work out in Game 1, but we're going to go ahead and get that again tonight. I'm Dana Lane for SBR Picks and SBR Odds. I appreciate you watching the Puckheads, and we'll be back with you again for Game 3.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.